YouTube. It's your boy Benji. I'll be back on TV. I'm I'm going through it. I'm going through it. I know a lot of y'all just watch Monday Night Raw, and I'm gonna just flat out say it. I feel like we're all being taken on this roller coaster, and then we're on the downward trending portion of that roller coaster. We got taken up last week. We're heading right down because specifically in this video, I got to talk about Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Iyo Sky. So we saw Bianca Belair hit a promo of the decade, right? Up there with Naomi, in which she was able to get Naomi to confess the truth and let the world know that she was the one that attacked Jade Cargill. Jade came out and put her on the mat, which again, now I'm confused. So we just saw Jade dog walk Naomi twice. We saw Naomi run away from Jade, even though Naomi was the same person who attacked Jade, maybe with her back turned, so maybe she has fear of Jade. But if she has fear of Jade, then what would be the purpose of them even having a match? But alright, I'll accept it. Maybe we'll go with the angle that Naomi was hurt, so she didn't want to hurt herself by fighting with Jade. Okay. Since then, Bianca has continued to remind us that while she has to deal with her friends going to war, she has a women's championship match to attend to. So she's been going on tour, and I actually saw her interview with ESPN. She showed up on Monday Night Raw after Iyo Sky came out, and though she let everybody know she's going to go over the moon to WrestleMania. I think in some sense it does make a little bit of sense because we're adding Rhea Ripley because, I mean, obviously, the language barrier a lot of us hold there is very prevalent. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad about it because I was still cool to watch Iyo Sky's match with Bayley. I think that there was a good build-up there. But I don't even know what I just watched. Long story short. We had Iyo Sky come out and address the crowd, followed by Bianca Belair letting the crowd know that she's out and ready to face Iyo. And even though she was out and may have been called into question as to why she was out last week, she was just there to study, observe, and determine who she was going to fight. See the outcome of the rest of us. Sounds legit to me. But then, funny enough, Rhea Ripley comes out and questions why Bianca came to watch the match. Well, if you were paying attention, baby, Bianca just told you. And Bianca addresses this. The two kind of go back and forth. Bianca lets her know you're just using me as a scapegoat because you're actually scared of Iyo because you can't beat her. And the two of them are going at it, and Iyo is like feeling like chopped liver in the back. And so she just delivers slaps to the two women and walks out of the ring, and everyone is chanting Iyo. So shout out to Iyo Sky. But am I tripping? Did we miss something? Like WWE just dropped the ball. Because it's like they just buried the Naomi and Jade Cargo story. And then over here, where we might have had Rhea cut one of the promos, the most heartfelt promos that we saw in a while, and we all believe that she might be changing her direction, changing her perspective, or possibly coming upon a hill that she could finally climb in order to develop as an individual. Something that we all got to do. All she did was come out there and tell Bianca a bunch of times that she needs to pay attention to Jay and Bianca and worry about them. And she talked about how she put her trust or faith in people other than herself. So, again, I thought we were going to see Rhea Ripley character building moment. But then she came out there and blamed Bianca for the loss. I'm just completely baffled as to what the heck is the WWE doing with these women. Like, Rhea really came out there and was like, Bianca, what was the reason of you coming to the match? You came to the match because you're scared of Iyo, because you wanted to cheer for her, because you can't beat me. I mean, does it really matter? At the end of the day, if you're playing to my ego, you can play to my ego. At the end of the day, it's all about this championship, baby. If I know I can beat somebody, I'm going to go ahead and beat them in order to get the championship. So, nice, I guess, reverse psychology from Rhea, but girl, you not going to make Bianca make that decision hastily like that. At the end of the day, the internet called it. All of us were saying that it was going to be a triple threat match. That's what we thought it should have been. But for some reason, they're finding a way to squeeze us in there. Don't understand. Like I said, I thought it could have been something where we could get a dynamic of development coming from the differences in losing friends, all of them having to go through that. That's Bianca. That's, we can have a callback with Iyo in Damage Control. All her friends are gone. Asuka. Bailey's gone. Dakota just came back from injury, and Dakota's facing her own troubles and turmoil. And of course, Rhea Ripley and the Judgment Day are no more. There were some possible dynamics here to be explored, but again, we just came out there just to talk about how this is Bianca's fault because she came to cheer for Iyo. This is going to be mudded up to be. Okay, my fault. I didn't know we was going to make Iyo a transitional champ. My bad. Bianca said she was out literally right before the music hit. This promo made Rhea look bad. Why would you not want to see your WrestleMania opponent? Yeah, I have no idea. Everybody has literally done that. Charlotte Flair has been at literally every Tiffany Stratton match. It again makes no sense because Rhea even tried to flex on Bianca in the middle of the match. Bianca, I'm going to see you at WrestleMania before she gets reversed into Hurricane Rana and then takes the L. She keeps going back and forth. I think it's part of her character. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think her character just literally is bipolar syndrome and is just going to be a completely different person and forget who they were last week. They say Triple H writes you like you should only focus on what's in front of you. It doesn't take nuance or reasoning into account week by week. This segment had promise, but it did feel way too rushed. Absolutely felt way too rushed. Makes zero sense. We could have got a Rhea promo and like a Rhea backstage promo about how she needs to change, how she needs to do better, how she needs to grow, how she needs to learn, the things that people around her have alluded to, the things that would make mommy actually stand on top. But no, she came out there the exact same person, and we didn't see any growth or development from her, and now they're going to just be like, oh, yeah. Here's what's going to happen. You guys are going to be a triple threat match. Because what is the real dissension between her and Bianca? An ego match? But it's for the championship. Girl, I'm not adding you to a triple threat. Forget that. Is that how we're going to conclude this story? Oh, I'm not scared of you, so guess what we're going to do? We're going to make this a triple threat match for WrestleMania. There's no way this headlines WrestleMania because what have you done to this match? What have you done to the build-up? It would have been better allowing Liv Morgan to keep the championship and have them all vying for a fatal four-way. What is Rhea going to do other than being the world title scene? She's not missing Mania. The minute Bianca was involved somehow with Rhea losing, you knew it was going to be a triple threat. The desperation arc, whatever she's doing is horrible. This build is not it. Literally, look at this. Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns trying to insert themselves in feuds because they have nothing better to do. Yo, let me tell you something. At least Roman Reigns inserting himself in a CM Punk feud actually makes a little bit of sense because he should have had some dissension for CM Punk because of their history. And at the end of the day, his involvement with CM Punk and Paul Heyman, hey, the type of time y'all were on, I don't agree with it. I'm Roman Reigns. Rhea last week, I can't really blame Bianca either. This week, it's Bianca's fault. At least in some sense, this makes sense. Rhea was crying about having no friends last week, and she throws Bianca's friends having issues in Bianca's face, so Rhea is really just manipulative. Again, this is really based around Bianca clapping at their match.